Hey, all right, I want to talk about this little quick tip because a lot of my students don't seem to know this, and I feel like it's really useful for learning note names on the bass. Okay, first, let's start with the open strings. So you're trying to learn some note names, and you want to know all the names of the notes. You want to learn all the names of the notes. And you're starting to do this thing where you're like, okay, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, okay? Stop doing that. Stop counting up from open. That's too slow. That's not useful. Here's what you need to do, okay? Open strings, E, A, D, G. Okay, we know that. E, A, D, G. Here's another one that most people know. 5th fret of every string is the same note as the next highest open string. So A, 5th fret of the E string is the note A, which is the same as the open A string. 5th fret of the A string is the note D, which is the same note as the next open string, D. Okay? Most people know this. 5th fret of the D string is a G, which is the next open string, E, A, D, G. So we have E, A, D, G as our open strings, and we also have 5th fret E, which is A, open. 5th fret of A, which is D. 5th fret of the D string is a G. Okay? We get to the 5th fret of the G string, we don't have another string. Okay? But if you know your octave shape, which if you don't know that already, the octave shape is 2 frets away and 2 strings away. Okay? So if we play a C here, I'm playing a C on the 3rd fret of A. I skip 2 strings, I go up 2 strings. When I say up, I'm saying higher in pitch, okay? Up. C, 2 strings away, 2 frets up. That's an octave. So 5th fret of G, if we look down, 3rd fret of A, that's a C, okay? So we've learned this, A, D, G, C. So now we know all the open strings and we know the 5th fret of each string, okay? Awesome. Here's something that a lot of my students don't know, the 7th fret. The 7th fret, when plucked, is the same as the next lowest open string, but an octave away. So this note is a D. I'm playing 7th fret of G. 7 on G is the same as open D string. It's not the same pitch, but it's the same note, 1 octave away. D up top, D. Okay, next one. 7th fret of D string is A. Same note, 1 octave away. 7th fret of A string is E. Okay, and here's the next one that we don't know. If I had a 5-string bass, my next open string would be a B. We also know it's a B because it's 1 whole step up from A, which is the 5th fret, which we learned earlier. So now you know your open strings, all the 5th fret notes, and all the 7th fret notes. And then all around it, you got some sharps and flats. So you got B, you got B flat, you got B sharp. Flat goes down, sharp goes up. E, you got E flat, you got E sharp or F. When you got A, you've got A flat, you've got A sharp. Now you've got a D there, you've got a D flat and a D sharp. So if you take those notes that you already know and you sharp and flat each of them, now all of a sudden, we know 5 frets in this area that we didn't understand before. But you have to memorize those frets and where they are.